With a title like that, you have my interest. Am I the asshole for not giving up my spot in the bathroom line for small children? Probably not, you know? Nature calls, you know what I'm saying? I was already in the line for these churros, bud. Sorry, I got the last one. I've been waiting all day. The other day, I went to a farmer's market at a local park. I have a very weak bladder, so as soon as I felt like I might have to go, I went to the bathroom, which had an extremely long line. By the time I made it so I'd be up next, I really had to go. It was an emergency. Out of the corner of my eye, I see a mom and her two small children. I drop kicked them immediately. I mean, probably ranging from 2 to 4, squeezing past everyone to go to the front of the line. As she comes up to me, a stall opens and it's my turn. She tries to get my attention to skip me, but I ignore her and I go to do my business, barely making it. When I come out and wash my hands, she comes out the next stall and gives me dirty looks and makes a show of having her kids thank the ladies who let her skip the line. What a bitch. I hate people that do that. Stop using your kids for like little social victories, okay? And definitely don't use your dead wife to do that. The amount of people I've met who will like whip out the dead wife or the kids in order to get like some sympathy for something, too high. You can't be crawling up. What are you doing, man? What is with you guys? You're always crawling somewhere you don't need to be. It's like they hear you start talking, they're like, walk in front of your face? Would you like my asshole near your mouth and nose? Does that sound cool? What if I hopped up on the computer tower and just turned your desktop off? Wouldn't that be fun? Isn't that a cool thing to do? Huh? She's not even looking at me anymore. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, I hate when people do that, you know. But my brother took my side, but one of my friends said that I could have used the empty men's restroom if it was that bad of an emergency for me. Am I the asshole? Uh, I guess in theory, is your friend a man or a woman? That's what I need to know. The one that said that you should go into the men's restroom. I'm telling you right now, I ain't never been to a public men's restroom where I've seen the toilet. I don't go number 2 in public. I just don't do it. It's insane. The toilet seats I've seen in my life, urinal, I don't care. You know what I mean? I'll pee. I'm not dropping anything in a public toilet. I don't think you're an asshole for this, to be real with you. Not the asshole. There's no great social expectation to give priority to young children in this situation. And insofar as anyone might expect that of you, the reason is that children have worse bladder control and are more prone to accidents than adults. When you're in exactly the same spot in terms of urgency as the kids, then whatever minimal obligation you might arguably have had no longer exists. I mean, the way I look at it is, screw you, you know, and I'm not even anti-kid. I realize on Reddit, the anti-kid route is probably going to be the way that most people go. And it's not really going to be because they think this person is right in the situation. It's going to be because they don't like kids. And I have no problem with kids. I think kids are dope. They are the future. However, you can't be giving them passes for everything on the planet. We can't be doing that, okay? Sometimes you got to smack them around a little bit. Sort by controversial. Making all that noise back then. All right, let's see. Not the asshole, not the asshole. Fuck them kids, not the asshole. Parents are so entitled. Not the asshole. Does no one here have a recently potty trained toddler? Wondering that myself. Weird that people would give you looks. Wow, really? Not a single person. We should all make an effort to act with empathy, kindness, and generosity to the best of our abilities. You weren't in a position to do that, and you're not an asshole at all. She was rude, and okay, never mind. You did a script flip on me. Could have used the empty men's restroom, huh? Now you're going to have to give me more context here, because this whole thing seems to make no sense now. There was no line for the men's restroom, and the toilet is really just a toilet. I'm going to be real with you. I understand where this person's going. I wouldn't blame a woman, depending on the situation, for not wanting to use the men's restroom. You know? They're just going back, and I'm not reading any of it. 33F at the beginning of the post. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Very weak bladder, and so do children. The difference is that you know you have one, and I would imagine that you are pretty much always aware of your bathroom needs at any given time. That's why she didn't let the kids cut, and whether or not there is a convenient, quick spot to go. You also have a weak sense of empathy, and most parents aren't going to try to jump a bathroom line for the hell of it. So while I can empathize, some of you parents, man, y'all really think that you're little nuts, just the world revolves around them, man. You didn't quite get to the front of the line at the last second. You had to wait an extra. You had to wait for the next person right after the lady that was in front. Damn, dude. Did the kids explode? Did they spontaneously combust? Jesus. Had the tables been turned and you had been with an elderly, incontinent parent, I feel pretty confident you would have expected priority and been pissed. You can't just assume that, though. You know what I'm saying? I would totally understand if somebody was like, hey, man, I really got to go. I'd be like, oh, my bad, man. Just asking, like, I'm not going to sit here and make you feel bad about it. Be like, hey, my 2 kids really need to go to the bathroom. Is there any way I can? Oh, I really got to go too, man. I've been waiting in here for like 30 minutes. I'd be like, okay, no, my bad. The person behind you, let me go. I'm literally next. It is what it is. You were right there. She was just getting ready to release. That's part of the problem too. The fact that she was just getting to the point where she was about to be able to pee. You know what I mean? And this person just comes up and stops that. Like, no, I'm telling you right now, when I see that stall door open or I see that urinal, somebody walk away from it, that's really internally, that's where I start peeing. So you really got to think of that. Anyways, mom sounds entitled. Yeah, you're fine.